Okay, hello everyone. I just wanted to say I was going to film on my camera, but for some reason this little guy doesn't want to record. I don't know why, but I sat down and filmed a big part of this video and it just randomly shut off. And I kept trying to get it to record again, but it just keeps randomly shutting off. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's kind of spooky, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, moving on. So, this is probably the first video you're ever seeing of mine, because most of you are probably going to come from my Twitch channel to my YouTube, and this is the first video I'm posting. So hello and welcome. My name is Mariah, and I wanted to make this video because there are a lot of paranormal story times on YouTube right now, and I wanted to contribute with my little 2 cents of the paranormal and whatnot, because I don't know why, but I've always been very intrigued, I guess you could say, by the paranormal. And it does freak me out talking about this in my house, because one of the things I'm talking about has happened here. So, yeah. But that clip that I played at the beginning of this video, I still believe that, okay. The clip that I just played before this part of the video started. Sorry, my camera just randomly made a noise. Anyway, so, sorry, that really freaked me out. Okay, anyway, so the clip I played at the beginning of this video, like I said, in it, if you guys want me to, I will film a different video talking about the specific story that I don't want to mention in this house, because, like, the stories I'm about to tell you are just kind of like little and nothing like super scary, but this one's like I'm not joking whatsoever. And it's so serious that I won't talk about it in my house. Like the stuff I'm talking about right now, like it's fine, it's in my house, whatever, because none of them are like really dramatically scary. But this one I will never talk about in my house ever again. The video footage that I'm going to include in the video of me going to that place, I have it uploaded to my YouTube but unlisted so no one can see it, because I don't want it stored on my laptop. A lot happened with it. I got saged because of it. But I'm going to insert a little text thing so you guys can just Google something real quick to show you what I'm talking about. So if you Google that, you'll figure out which house I'm talking about. So yeah, if you guys want to hear me talk about going into that house, just let me know. Because let's just say I caught stuff on it, like on my camera. Sorry, my dog made like this weird noise. Okay, so I caught stuff on my camera in that house, just like weird stuff. I would love to tell you all about it. Just let me know if you want to hear it, because I'm going to literally drive somewhere in my car and film it, because I'm not talking about it in my house. Anyway, okay, so moving on. This is so weird filming on my phone. I hope you guys don't mind. Like, I keep looking at myself in the phone, because, like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm not narcissistic, I promise. So the first thing I kind of want to talk about is the first encounter I ever had, like, with anything spooky. So when I was young, my grandma had this house. It was probably built in like the 1970s, and it was a 1-story house. It was, let's see, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And, you know, it's, like I said, it's built in the 1970s, so it's like pretty old now. Not like old, but like it's not brand new. And whenever I was little, she lived there. She moved out of that house probably 5 years ago. No, 3 years ago, because my cousin would have been 5 when the incident happened. Okay, so she moved out of that house like 3 years ago. And so whenever So basically, from what I can remember as a child, like, there was a specific hallway in the house that I didn't like. It freaks me out. I never liked walking down it alone, especially at night. Just the house in general kind of freaked me out, but this hallway itself, like by itself, was just creepy enough for me. But I remember, like, when I was little and I'd be going over to my grandma's house because I go there after school sometimes or whatever. I would not want to go in the house. Like, I would be too scared. Like, I would just be like, no, like, I don't want to go. But it wasn't because I didn't want to see my grandma or anything. It's just because I was scared. And so a few weird things, like, freaked me out there or whatever. Fast forward to 3 years ago when my grandma was selling her house. My cousin that I'm about to talk about was 5 at this time. She's now 8, but she was 5 at this time. We as in me, my cousin, my aunt, and my grandma, were going to the house because she had to do something there. But I just want to tell you all, the house was completely empty. Like, there was no furniture whatsoever. So it was me, my aunt, my grandma, and my cousin. We go to the house. We're walking up to it, and it's my cousin. I'm behind her, my aunt's behind me, and my grandma's the last one in line to walk into the house. So my cousin walked in. Okay, well, like, my grandma unlocked the door or whatever. My cousin walked in, and my aunt and my grandma kind of lingered at the front of the house for a little bit, but my cousin went straight to the back. Like, the back as in, like, the living room, because it was a pretty small house, like, it's just a straight shot to the back. And keep in mind, there's no furniture, okay? There's literally nothing in this house. Well, nothing that we can see. She stands there and she's like, what's his name? And I'm like, who? Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, him, and is like pointing like over there at like nothing. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't see anyone there. And so I get freaked out. I'm like, nope. And so I like go to the front of the house where my aunt is. I'm like, your daughter's seeing shit. I'm scared. Let's go, basically. And so that happened. That was freaky. And a couple months later, after she had sold the house, like, I was at lunch with my grandma, and I was talking to her about it, and I was like, yeah, like, honestly, when I was Callie's age, like, it freaked me out, like, being there. Callie's my cousin. And she was like, yeah, I mean, I felt a presence there. I was like, oh, like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, I definitely think someone was there, like, haunting. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, I gotta go. Like, not really, I didn't leave, but I was like, it kind of freaked me out, because, like, I just thought maybe, like, I was a little kid, so I was just, like, being a little kid, being dramatic, and then my cousin was also a little kid when she said that, so, like, maybe she was just, like, had, like, an imaginary friend or something. But then when my grandma, like, confirmed that there was, like, a presence there, I was like, oh, it kind of freaks me out, not gonna lie. So that was, like, my first encounter with anything spooky. Like I said, it's not anything super dramatic, but it's still something. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, I was probably like 8 or 9. I'm just going to say 8 just to make the story easy. It was my mom's boyfriend at the time. We were moving into a house with him. God, my anxiety is so high right now just talking about, like, this stuff. But I was 8, and we had just got a house with, like, we as in my mom, and then her boyfriend at the time had gotten this house, okay? This house was also probably built in the 1970s, just like the house I was talking about that my grandma lived in. So, you know, it wasn't brand new. This one was actually, like, it had not been redone at all, so it was, like, it looked even older than it was, probably. But I remember the first thing that, like, was weird to me is we saw the house at night for the first time. Or I did for the first time. So that kind of, like, set the tone for the house, if you get what I'm saying. I remember it was nighttime. We went in through the garage. Just the kitchen had these red, like, old cabinets in them. Like, it was so outdated. Oh, my God. And it was just weird. Like, the house just had a weird vibe. So you walk in from the garage into the kitchen, okay? And Off the kitchen was the dining room, as it usually goes, like the dining room's right by the kitchen. But like in between the kitchen, not the kitchen, the dining room and the living room was this fireplace. So the fireplace was a square. Just picture a square in the middle, and there were steps next to the fireplace, like 2 steps on each side. And so like if you're in the dining room, you'd walk up 2 steps to get into the living room, but the fireplace is like in the middle. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. And then off the living room was this long hallway. Actually, it probably wasn't that long, but since I was like 8, I was like, oh my god, it's so long, whatever. So on one side of the hallway, there were 2 bedrooms, and then another side was a long bathroom, like with like a shower, bathtub, and like 1 toilet and a sink, and then the master. So like there was only one bathroom in the house. That's so weird, now that I think about it. But anyway, that's how it was. And so I don't know, that house was pretty creepy. Like, as an 8-year-old Mariah, I was like, I don't know about this house. So it was pretty creepy. It's pretty old, pretty creepy, whatever. And just probably the fact that it was outdated, like, made it more creepy. But I remember there was one night I was laying in my bed, and the edge of my bed, I literally just saw, like, a ghost. Like, straight up. Just this white figure just standing at the end of my bed. I lost my shit. Ran to my mom, like, whatever. I was like, oh my god, like, hell no. I didn't say that, I was 8, but I was like, oh my god. So that was the only thing that I can remember happening in that house. I don't remember anything else happening. If anything else had happened, I just don't remember it, because I was like 8. Let's see. After that, I didn't really have a lot happen to me until this house that I'm currently in. So my boyfriend and I live in this house. We moved here a year and like 4 months ago. So we've been here a year, 4 months. We're the first people to live here. It's a new build. Not to mention, it's right across from a cemetery. So that doesn't help anything. I'll insert the clip after I talk about it. But my dog Bear, he is in his crate right there. Right there. He is my dog, Eva, the German Shepherd. Eva? There she is. She's over there. That is my boyfriend's dog, Eva, and then Bear is mine. And then our cat that we have is ours. But Bear, my lab, one night I was sitting in the master bedroom, which is right there, and I was just laying in bed, just chilling. And so the edge of the bed, like, faces the closet that my boyfriend uses. There's 2 closets in that room. I have one, my boyfriend has the other. And the closet doors open like this, okay? So my boyfriend's closet is the one that's at the end, like the edge of the bed. And the doors were open, so you could see into the closet, okay? But the master light was on, but the closet light was off. And so I was just laying in bed, Bear was in there with me, and all of a sudden he like stands up, and he's like just like this, like a dog, like ready to just like, not pounce, he's not a cat, he's not gonna pounce, but like just ready to fight, because the hair on his back started to like rise up, like that's what happens when dogs are about to fight something, and he just starts growling at nothing. Well, he was growling at the closet, so he must have seen something, I don't know. But in the video, you can hear me, like, freak out, because I'm like, Jared! Like, I'm calling for my boyfriend, his name's Jared, I'm like, Jared! So that was pretty freaky, honestly. I don't know what that means. Like, it was just really weird, because it was, like, the closet. But I haven't really had anything weird happen besides that, and then, like, this Xbox thing I'm about to talk about, which I don't even know if that would be paranormal. I want to know what you guys think about it. Like, I'm curious, because I really don't know. And then the one thing I want to quickly mention before the Xbox thing is, so this is a 3-bedroom house. The master's right there. That right there is a door that goes into the laundry room, which is like on that wall with the clock. But you can't see the other doors. There is a game room. Well, it's like an office / game room. That's where I stream in like his battle station. is in there too. That's where I play our video games. And then the other room is just the guest bedroom. That's where my cat is right now because like I'm filming and stuff. And then the dogs are, I don't want everything to get crazy. But the room that my cat's in, I've always just had like weird vibes from. Like ever since we moved in here, like I just don't like going in that room. I don't know what it is. I just avoid that room. So I don't know. What do you guys think that is? Like, what does that mean? I want to know. Just leave me a comment down below. And then next, so I have this Xbox. I don't really use it anymore because I switched to PC for my games. But I swear, if the Xbox turns on, like, while I'm talking about this, I'm going to lose my shit. But I'll insert the clip of the sound. This is the sound that the Xbox makes when it turns on. And so I don't know if this is paranormal. I just want you guys to like tell me what you guys think about it. But there have been times where it will just turn on, just randomly. Like this has happened a lot actually. Like more than 10 times, I think. But it's always like where we can hear it and like when we're home. The reason I say that is because like you're probably like, oh, it might happen like when you're not home too. The thing is like the thing with Xboxes is you have to turn them off. Like they don't just turn off. Like they can be on for like hours just on, you know? So like we would know if it was on while we were gone. Like we'd come home and it'd be on, you know? But like there'd be times where we're just sitting on the couch right there and it'll just turn on like randomly and we're like, oh, okay, interesting. But there have been times where I have came home like for like a lunch break or something and I'll like walk in the door right here and like get into the kitchen and I'll be home for like 30 seconds and it'll just turn on and I'll hear it. And it's like the only sound in the house because I had just gotten home. Like that's happened probably like 5 times. It's weird. It's like a weird coincidence, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hair. Maybe. But yeah, so those are my paranormal experiences that I've had throughout my life. They're not a lot. There's not a lot of them because like I said, the main one is one that I don't want to film in my house. And then the next set of ones, I went to the Crescent Hotel for my 20th birthday and we stayed in the most haunted room. So I will be making a video about that shortly. That's why I didn't talk about that at all in this video. But I am glad that you guys watched this video all the way through. So if you're still watching, thank you. And like I said, just let me know if you want to see that video about the murder house thing. So I'll definitely make that for you guys. And then stay tuned for that Crescent Hotel video because that was really cool. Like, you guys should definitely stay there if you have the chance. But I'll talk all about that, and we stayed in the most haunted room, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Just give me like a thumbs up or something, or like subscribe, you know, if you like the video. And follow me on Twitch. I'll link all of that down below because I stream usually every day. So if you all are into video games, you might like my stream. But yeah.